Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, recapping what we went over last week, it seems you were having some anxiety kind of about your boyfriend and wanting him to be your fiance, and just some of your feelings about that. So, how are you feeling this week?
I'm kind of feeling the same. It's kind of funny because today, before I was coming here, he told me that he feels like I'm, I guess, being pushed away from him, or I'm not showing him as much attention. And it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, what do you mean I'm not, I'm here, I clean, I cook for you, I'm always here, kiss, what are you talking about? And then I started thinking on the way over here, I feel like I'm starting to
pull away a little.
Yeah, because I'm well, you're not doing this for me. You're not making this commitment for me.
You're well, I'm not going to do
right. And I didn't really realize it until he said that, and I really don't want that to happen. Because I know I told you I know it's coming, but at the same time,
you just don't know when.
Right, and I don't want to make him feel like I'm pulling myself away from him. Unintentionally, I had, no idea that that's how he felt. So I was glad, he voiced his opinion or how he felt to me. But I was completely caught off guard. What are you talking about? No, I'm not. I'm here. Hey, So I guess he meant more emotionally or whatnot. So
seems like that's playing a very big part in your life right now, that waiting, and it's starting to kind of affect how you interact with him.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a good thing he noticed, because it kind of brought it to your attention. And so now you can maybe do something about it and change it. I guess my question to you is, you said it just seems like you're putting a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of importance on getting engaged, and it's because you want that commitment. Now, where is that coming from?
I don't know. I know that I'm putting a lot of pressure, emphasis on this engagement, but in the back of my mind, I know, he's pretty much already committed to me. He'd have to do a lot to get out of, the situation that we're in. So I've just kind of been thinking, I think just, the way I grew up and the environment that I grew up in, right now I'm I'm staying with him from time to time, and I feel guilty about it because, how I was raised and, how I grew up. Right. And I think that's where the emphasis comes in on, being engaged and being committed and for one another, because, my parents are well, y'all aren't even engaged yet. I'm but it's coming. And I think that's where the importance comes from.
Just your upbringing.
My upbringing.
So have your parents put a lot of, have talked to you a lot about it and put a lot of emphasis?
They did at first, until I just told them, it's my life. Are you providing for me right now? No. You're not. So it's my life. And I basically had that talk. So now our relationship's better. Now they see me as a guest, an adult, instead of their little girl, because I'm the baby in the family. But I think, just from the upbringing, and that being in my head, that's automatically how I feel about this little piece of jewelry, when already he's committed, just not in the way I was taught. You know what I mean?
Right. It's he's pretty much doing everything you want him to do.
Right.
It's just traditionally, and maybe how your parents would like it, is not right in that way.
Right.
Do you think I know your parents, they probably would want you to be engaged if you're living with him, but is that truly important to you?
Honestly, I want jewelry. Who doesn't? But no, and from our last session, I've been thinking, what is important to me? Okay, to have someone who loves me, for me to love someone who supports me. I couldn't ask for anything more. Like, he provides for me with whatever I need. There's nothing else more that I could possibly ask for from him. And I guess it makes me upset that I'm putting so much emphasis on this, because already he's there, he's doing everything for me that a husband would do for a wife, or that, you know, a fiance would do. So
it's like you kind of feel a little guilty about
that. Because, I mean, just from what he told me today, like, I feel like, you know, you're not here, you're pulling away from me. I guess I probably have been, you know, unwillingly. Like, I didn't know that that's how he felt, or that's how I was acting, but it makes me feel guilty. Like, I'm really letting this, like,
maybe feeling a little bit of resentment that he hasn't asked yet.
Oh, definitely, because, I mean, I think we talked about last time, I was like, I mean, we made this move together, hey, like, right? But I hate to be that girl, and I hate to sound like her, but I am her right now, and I'm putting so much emphasis on this piece of jewelry.
Yeah. It may be time to maybe, I guess, kind of focus on what you do have.
Yeah.
And yes, you know, that would be amazing, but you don't want to mess up what you do have.
Right.
Focusing on that one thing that is missing.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not the most important thing to you.
Right. And I think him telling me that today, like, just put that, it just made me aware that what was happening that I didn't see, or, you know, that I was maybe ignoring, I don't know, but I just wasn't aware of it, or it wasn't brought to my attention that that's what I was doing. So today it was kind of like, bam, if you don't stop, you know, things are gonna mess up, and I don't want that at all.
Right. So, I mean, it's a good thing that you're aware of that now, and because, like I said, now you can do something about it.
Yeah.
And prevent him from feeling, I guess, pushed away even more.
Right. Because it was hard for him when we moved here, because we moved closer to my family, because we were in Louisiana, so we moved closer to my family. So it was hard on him, because all of a sudden, like, instead of going straight to him, like, I had my mom here, I had my dad here, I'd ask my mom for opinions and whatnot. So I think he already felt a little pushed out of, like, I guess, the scene or whatever.
Yeah, kind of alone.
Because he doesn't have this feeling. I'm the only one he has here. So now I've been doing a better job of at least spending more time with him instead of going home all the time or bringing him with me. So I definitely don't want him to feel like, you know, yeah.
Does it seem like since you moved back, your parents have kind of been influencing some of your relationships a little bit?
In the beginning, yes, when we first moved here, like, it was bad. They were definitely influencing the relationship, but after I, like, talked to my mom and just, like, you have to stop. Like, this is just ridiculous. It's gotten a lot better.
Okay, that's good.
So it's peaceful now.
That's good. It's a smile on your face. You're, like, happy about that.
I'm very happy that it's peaceful now.
Okay, well, let's try, I would try something role-playing. I think maybe kind of explaining a little bit of where you're coming from to your boyfriend would help him understand, you know, that he's not being pushed away and what's going on with you a little bit better.
Okay.
So I can move, and how about you explain or say what you would like to say to him so he's not feeling so pushed away anymore.
Okay. Well, Matt, what you told me today just caught me really off guard, and I was really unaware of how I was making you feel. I don't want you to think that I'm pushing you away, and I just want you closer than ever to me. I appreciate everything that you've done for me, providing for me, and, you know, giving me a good place to live, and being that #1 man in my life. So I just want you to know that you're appreciated, and that I'm here, and I love you, and this is what I want.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. How did that make you feel saying that out loud?
It made me feel good. I think that it makes me realize that he probably needs to hear this. coming out of my mouth. I'm not very open with my feelings, and I'm kind of like that. But I think it would really help for him to hear how I feel and to reassure him that I'm not going anywhere and like this is what I want.
You're still here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just from everything I've heard and listening, it kind of seems that, and you may even be figuring this out too, that you may need to put a little less emphasis on that one thing and pay a little bit more attention to your relationship at this moment.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, it's sad, I didn't really realize that until he made it aware to me. I'm like, oh crap, you're right. Like, no, you know, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose us. I mean, we're great. Like, this is the perfect relationship. Not perfect, but the relationship that I had in my mind that I wanted with someone. So, I mean, yeah, definitely.
It's kind of refocusing on you and him instead of a rink.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure once you do that,